And Victoriam Paladins, and can I get a Budonkadonk for my fellow Fooliganz? I hope y'all having a good one today, and I hope y'all enjoy as we get in with some Satisfactory here. From its finally being released to 1.0, so no longer in the, well, early access point, it's full release time. So, time to see if we can find Lizard Doggo and make a Satisfactory base to start the whole ball rolling once more. And as such, I would always, like always, would enjoy any feedback you guys can give me in the comment section down below. And any help getting me noticed out there in the community with hitting the like and subscription buttons. On top of it all, if you wish to be notified of any future content from this channel, hit the notification bell icon. Let's get in and have ourselves a wee bit of achievement by now, shall we?
Oh, you're looking at the changes to Satisfactory, are you fully released?
Yeah, basically.
Not the same, but I don't like the zero sugar. If I'm gonna have drink, I'm not gonna have zero, apart from Coke Zero and Pepsi Max, because they don't put in like pounds of, they don't put in that artificial sweet. Yes, let me get into the straight. Like, I might as well buy that. Beautiful, right? You have gold down. And I want
That old stuff.
don't forget to name it, or have you already done it?
That's why I've done.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Changing what kind of multiplayer it is.
Yeah.
Before it used to be a stupid system, didn't it?
Just a wee bit.
Let's see if I can find some gold. There's some copper, but I do not have any.
Let's see if we can find the Lizard Doggo and all the other fun.
I find my baby boy.
You mean my baby boy?
My baby boy. Lizard Doggo will always be my baby boy.
You say that. But he's under my jurisdiction.
Boo!
Separation from main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion.
Uh-oh.
Attention
What?
Pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit Pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you.
That's new.
Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems.
That was new.
Initiating
What
planetfall.
a glitch!
Yeah.
Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning arrow assist.
Geronimo!
Drag within acceptable parameters.
hot in here. Let me out! It's getting
Descent
too hot.
phase begun. Decelerate.
Let me out! Let me out!
Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute.
Why
Landing phase begun.
What the?
Activating retro propulsion.
Parachute disabled.
Why did you launch the parachute when the ship is still on fire?
Parachute destroyed.
Oh my god, let me out.
That's what I'm half expecting it to
Touchdown.
say. Parachute
Planetfall
destroyed.
complete.
me out.
Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer acceptable.
Let me out of this death trap.
Congratulations, you are the third in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, AB-B, in the binary system of Akicha.
Well, I wonder why I'm the third.
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding.
I hate this fucking robot.
First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fix-It procedure and equip the Fix-It Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone. Next objective. Dismantle the drop pod. Fix-It Incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
Well, ain't that interesting? It's different now. And, no, why the hell would you deploy the fucking drop pods while you're still burning up in the atmosphere? Why would you drop the damn parachute?
Next objective. Use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
I'm wondering if the planets
Potential
have
edible collected.
slight
Eating
little
it and
bit of
surviving
randomness.
does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fix-It to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Because that was the one thing I didn't like, that every time you loaded it, it was the same planet, so you could literally just go to where the best sources are right off the bat.
Well, this wasn't here before, so they did an overhaul to what you know, Choco.
Ooh.
There was also not as many goddamn plants here. There was also not that there. And there's Lizard Doggo off on the right.
Easy.
I got no berries, so I cannot tame him.
Aww.
I'm gonna try and make my way to the northeast. You would definitely surprising to see. Damn it.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
That I did not know was there.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving Fix-It production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
Why can I hear a slug? But I can't see
Only
it.
because you can.
Sounds
Yes, I
like
need
I'm
to get
directly on top of it. But I don't see any indication for it. Also, this region never had this much water in it.
Okay, so they definitely have done an overhaul. Maybe they've got a small little bit of
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
Some of the various sounds are throwing me off a little bit. Oh, I know what that is. I definitely don't want to go in there. Want to get to an area I'm familiar with and go off of that. Now, this is a temptation. That's a lot of iron. Too bad I've got a company down there.
I'll feed that.
Yeah, you do that, Choco.
Enjoy your alien dog.
Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near-future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix-It does not pay by the kilometer.
Normal. What was this one? That was a normal, so only a 2 is not a pure vein. Got a bit extra bloody iron ore on me. Got some copper ore, got some gold ore. The equivalent of gold ore. Get a little bit of limestone too. And I will get up. Sulfur. Damn, I lost sight of it. Way too much. I will grab the sulfur.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state, and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate Fix-It helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
It looks like we get a little bit of natural healing over time now. So that's nice.
So over in Australia, do you guys have school threats very often, or is that just a US thing?
It's mostly a US thing. Don't hear too often about that shit here.
I'm guessing other countries look at us and they're like, why do people keep going after schools here? And I'm also like, I also would like to know why. But the way that Ryzen puts it, it's he was one of the most vulnerable people that you could go after. Kids.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
Any other nice goodies?
Lap at our shores. When will you land?
What was that?
To file the scripture. The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use. Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Store this potential resource for later use.
No, 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 no. Do not come near me. I do not like those bugs. This is gonna be painful. Don't really got the space for it either. I'll have to come back anyway because I gotta blow that rock up. Now that is familiar. Which means... Did they change it? sure I'm at the right spot. Yeah, the coal mines. Weird birds. Oh yeah, my coal mines. I like this region because of that. There were 3 coal mines here. Nice, quick and easy to access. Okay, so there's a mushroom. Looks like they changed the look of the berry too. Ah, hell no. I'm not dealing these. Again, I hate dealing with those. There's lizard doggo. Maybe if I skirt around and go for those berries, I can get lizard. I still have a little bit of a climb. I definitely do not want to get too close to any cave entries.
I haven't returned.
Welcome back.
Oh.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use. Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it, does not mean it won't eat you. Store this potential resource for later use.
There he is. There's a doggo. Where did you go? Come on, lizard doggo. Come on. Come get the berries. Good lizard doggo. You follow Daddy home now. I just hope you can swim. And climb. Oh, that's a problem. But that's home base. Since it should be quart above me. Some coal up ahead with a copper and iron node location, if memory serves correct. Oh shit! Scared myself half to death. At least I can still tame a lizard doggo without much hassle. Some pretty major overhauls done to the game from the last time I played it. And a hell of a lot more bloody hogs. This is the right direction. One, two, three, four iron nodes. Try and get ourselves a bird's eye view. Near the limestone, there's the copper.
Hub foundation built. The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
That would have been bad. I don't have the space to do it, do I? Now that is a problem. Let's deposit the copper off for the time being. Since this will take a moment. Oh, cannot wait to get my hands on a smelter. There's only a fast way to craft this stuff. Hey, Choco.
Indeed.
Hub upgrade 1, storage and frame, completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 2.
That's easy enough for the moment.
Hub upgrade 2, power and shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact: most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 3.
start forging some copper and go from there. I got gathered a bit before I came here. Looks like the weather's getting frightful outside.
But the question is the fire so delightful?
Oh, something laughed.
When I said that, something laughed.
Yeah. Him.
As soon as you said the weather is quite frightful, I had to do that reference and let it snow.
Oh, I know.
Hub
Weather
Upgrade 3,
outside
Interior
is
Furnishing, completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fixit's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources
Frank
used during
Sinatra was
construction, in line
amazing.
with our zero-waste
I will
policy.
always love
We understand that Fixit pioneers are only human, and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 4.
What?
Now.
Oh, you get customizations now. Mini head. There's a mini head, a massive head, and your normal head. You gotta. You should. You know what? Hey, Artie.
Yeah.
Dark helmet.
Tempting, but I'm sticking with the one I got for early access.
Which I'll have as well, because I got it before early access. I don't even really pay much attention to the design of the building gun, you know? Because you know I would go dark helmet, right?
Oh, I know.
I'm actually surprised that they've come out. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
It has. Now. That looks good. Cable, huh? I'm gonna need to get more bloody iron. And I got a feeling I'm gonna need to make another one of these. Since it's got a durability bar to it.
That's a shame. Are they expensive to make?
Don't know, they never had a durability bar to them before. No durability at all to them. Man, I need a hell of a lot of iron plate. One aspect of this game that can take you a while to get done, especially early game, the crafting.
Yeah.
Hub Upgrade 4, Landing Platform and Utilities, completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 5.
Oh, this is gonna take a moment. To dig up quite that much bloody iron. And then smelt it.
Still haven't got your automatic portable refiners or portable miners?
I mean, not yet.
Wow.
The changes require a bit more back and forth.
Jesus, at least I thought they would have given you portable miners. So you wouldn't have to manually mine.
It's all good. Okay. I'll craft enough of these. Neat. Definitely made too many of them, but neat.
Hub Upgrade 5, Power Expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution: as you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective: complete Hub Upgrade 6.
Okay. Some of this I already got, some of this I need to go ahead and get more of by the look of it.
way.
That's a fair bit disrupt. Sounds like a monsoon's going on outside.
Oh no. Fuck me.
Okay. I need so much bloody iron. Okay, make some wiring. Go from there. Get those two out of the way. Well, get that one out of the way and the other one partially out of the way. Gotta keep on digging. Gotta keep on digging. Diggy, diggy, hole. Diggy, diggy, hole. Dig, dig, hole. To the damn iron I go. Man, this is gonna take me a moment. enough. And there we go. 2 smelting. This part's always been a dull bit, since it takes forever for T0. But we get in there. Did I actually need that? So 74.
Hub Upgrade 6, Landing Platform Hydraulics, completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It Pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate Project Assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
That'll be good to get out of the way. That's a must. And that's a major one too. useful but not necessary. Handy but not necessary. Don't need to worry about that for a bit. That would be good, but no. And that is a good one too. So let's go with the base build first. So I need... Let's go 2 extra rods just to be safe. Come out. And boom. That ore. That should be enough concrete. Nice. Nice. Cute. One thing about this game is you basically become an eco-terrorist real quick. Since you start tearing down every single piece of plant fiber that you can. Pretty damn quickly, hey Choco. Guess he went to AFK on my butt. Thought I was asleep. I grabbed too many of this. Right over. Oh well.
22655.
Okay. 26555. What's that about?
Fire. Customer service. Fuck you.
How did they throw out? Okay. No, it's the wrong one. Didn't need smelter, I meant this. Make it easy to see. Should be close enough leaves now. them all. Now this will take a moment. And this is a lot of biomass. At least I'm not gonna run out of it anytime soon, but damn. That takes care of the fuel supplies. I overdid the cable a little. Yeah, overdid the cable a little.
Testing.
Handful more wires and I'm good.
Oh shit, I was still here. I hope no one hurt
Yeah.
me all that much.
Not really.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see.
Hold on a sec, I'm gonna come back in. Say something?
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Okay, there's the volume. It was kind of down a bit.
You need reinforced plates for a constructor now? Oof.
What the fuck is that? What the
fuck is dry texting? I never heard of dry texting before.
Who knows?
Dude, we got like new fucking words for like just every fucking day of the week now, don't we? Like, I've never heard this shit before.
Hey. How society changes. The slang I knew from when I grew up is totally different from the slang kids know these days.
Zombie dating. Never heard of that. Perhaps the new ghosting. I know what ghosting is, but since when do we have something called zombie dating now? Can you just stop making up these words? Dry texting is when people respond in text message conversations with one-word answers or don't carry on a conversation. And apparently, therapists are asking people to stop doing it now, which, to be honest, they kind of have a point, because I do get tired of boring texting. Or I just feel like...
I usually just say, okay. I usually just type in, okay, and all that stuff, so I don't give a shit.
The reason I get tired of it is that, to me, people online, I feel like they kind of don't understand how to communicate anymore. Like, people just say one-word stuff now. Or when they talk to each other, it's just very dry, very boring. Like you don't care about the other person, or it seems like you don't care. Because I've been telling people, ever since the rise of technology, I feel like people don't know how to connect anymore. They don't go outside as much. Even I'm kind of guilty of that myself. I don't go outside as much as I used to. I'm not afraid of the outside. I just don't do it as much.
Okay, that's those built. Constructors. Constructors are a little bit more costly now, Choco.
Oh, fun.
All you gotta use
Y'all kind of remember. Oh, sorry.
All good. Reinforced plates now on a constructor.
Y'all kind of still remember back in 9/11 where people were kind of afraid to go outside because they were afraid planes were going to fall on them?
Mm-hmm.
The sky is falling, the sky... I know I shouldn't be laughing about that, but yeah.
No, you can laugh about whatever you want.
I just try not to be really dark about 9/11 because it was a really bad time.
And it was, yes.
So I feel like a lot of people don't like to joke about it much because it wasn't really funny. It was pretty bad.
The thing is, people who laugh, who say, you know not to do that, they are the ones that are the problem, because at some point you've got to just stop, look around you and be like, okay, times have changed, I've got to grow some fucking balls.
Like, I was kind of joking with Ryzen the other day because I was watching something on 9/11 the other day and how the whole thing went down and how the towers were built. And some of the people that were the survivors from the South Tower, I believe they called it, they said the South people saw the North Tower get attacked, but they thought that they were still fine inside their tower. Like, they were sitting there and they're like, oh, the North Tower's getting attacked. Surely we won't be attacked also, right? And then a fucking plane comes through the fucking South Tower.
Okay, Discord just glitched on me.
Yeah, I just noticed. What the fuck?
Discord has been doing issues like that. It is just something with Discord.
I was gonna say, I think Discord doesn't want me talking about 9/11.
No, it's just something going on with Discord. Don't know what it is, but it is.
Yeah, did you guys kind of ever hear about that? The people in the South Tower were kind of like, they thought that they were fine. Like, they were like, oh, surely another plane won't hit the other tower, right? Right? And
I have heard of, yes. I have, yes. As I was saying, at some point it's more or less of, we've got to stop having our pants so far up our arse, and we've just got to learn to let loose. Like,
I'm willing to
okay,
let
there's
loose, I just
sometimes
wonder-
when it's too soon. I understand when there are things where it's too soon, but in that one instance, an Australian comedian, he was as heartfelt as he could be, and he's a comedian, so everything's a joke. And before he made his show, before he went to this show, he put out a video saying how he feels sorry for all the families that lost their loved ones in Christchurch, etc., etc. He was very heartfelt, saying, "Look, he's even donated huge funds to the community to try and help them get back
What a
on
lot
their
of people
feet
don't
and
know
all
about
that stuff."
comedians is that even though they like to laugh and think everything's funny, even though they love to make people laugh, a lot of comedians are actually tend to be really sad sometimes, actually.
Anyway, as I was saying, this comedian, he's got a pretty average life. He's a comedian and an author. So he goes onto stage and he's like, but he said something. He's like, "Look, it's time to get a little bit serious here. We all know about the events of Christchurch, and I feel sorry for everybody there. Not for the families that lost their loved ones, but for all the poor drunkards who can't find a taxi home."
Well, I'm just sitting there like, they deserve to not find a taxi. They know what they did.
Or it was like, but the thing is, it was a joke because it was a Muslim mosque, and 9 times out of 10, taxi drivers are Muslim.
I didn't know that. I just thought they were just...
At least down in Australia, most of them are Muslims.
No one knew that. Like, I haven't really used many taxis, so I guess I just wouldn't know. I think I only ever, like, used one taxi in my life.
But the moment he said that joke, everyone was like, "Oh, he doesn't do that either. We need to get him cancelled because he's so offensive. Bitch, it's a fucking joke. If you don't know how to laugh, then you need to get your brain fixed."
What makes me mad is you're like the comedians go and perform places. If you don't like it, don't go.
But the thing is, everyone that went laughed because they knew it was a fucking joke.
Yeah, because you went for a good time, and if you did go and wasn't there for a good time, I'm like, why'd you go anyway? You could just not have gone.
People like to record shit and be like, "Look at him, he's evil, ban him, boo, boo," because they have no other life apart from ruining the lives of others.
Well, that's just sad, 'cause I'm like, you're wasting the gas to get there. You're possibly wasting money to get in or something. Like, this is like, you're
Yep,
hurting
but
yourself.
they don't give a shit. As long as they can ruin lives, they're happy.
Right.
And it is disgusting at how they think it's disgusting that people let these people get away with shit.
Yeah, I do agree with you, though. I was going to point out, like, yeah, there is a time and a place for everything, because guys will often ask me, they're like, "You like jokes and shit?" I'm like, yeah, but I don't like when men constantly tell me jokes. Like, it gets old
Like,
after a
look,
while.
if you're at a comedy show, you're expecting a joke. And the way he explains how he does his comedy is he doesn't make fun of one person, he makes fun of everybody.
What I'm trying to say
So
is, if I'm having a conversation with a guy and everything that's coming out of his mouth is just a joke, I'm like, it's getting old. You're not funny anymore. Like, you overdid it. You killed it. I've had some guys do that where they just think the entire conversation's one big joke, and I'm like, I'm not laughing anymore. I'm bored.
I'm not laughing.
Like, you know what I mean? I think that jokes can be killed when you overdo them.
Jokes can also be killed when that people are like so ignorant that you have to physically explain it to them.
Or I hate some people who use the same joke over and over and over again. I hate that fucking shit.
You're dry, Hugh, but like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes there's a time and a place for repetitive jokes. Like for a comedian.
To me, are good where you say them once and then they might be funny a couple years later. Like you need to, basically how
Like, for example,
to me,
a comedian has to use the same jokes a few times.
Basically how Ryzen described it to me, he said that you have to let it breathe. If you don't let it breathe, it's just gonna kill it. You gotta give it some time to a while.
No, that's correct.
Like, for example, the Uganda knuckle shit that used to be funny. For a while, it was kind of dying out and people kind of stopped giving a shit about it. A couple years later...
I have always loved Uganda knuckles. But the thing is, people were getting offended about it. But the thing is, the people that were being offended were not the people that it was... But it wasn't the people that it was about. It was these white bitches who were like, oh, I have to speak for them because they can't speak for themselves.
What I was laughing about it, I mean, I shouldn't say what I was laughing. What I meant to say was that back in time, the Uganda knuckle thing was funny. Then it kind of died out for a while. People stopped giving a shit about it. It was allowed to breathe. A couple years later, I found myself laughing again because it was allowed time to breathe, to be funny again.
I know what you mean.
And yeah, it's kind of weird and you don't really understand it at first, but after you watch it enough, it just makes you laugh. It's just, it's so weird, so just out of nowhere.
I know exactly what you mean, but the thing is, a lot of jokes also hits and misses if people don't understand. But the thing is, people don't even, sometimes people don't even try to understand. They instantly hear what they want, be like, that's offensive, fuck off, die. This guy, this comedian, for just some simple jokes he has said, was having his family given death threats. And he even got taken to court because of a joke. And the Australian legal system was like, what is this? You've been given a summons, so you've got to come in and hear this thing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you know what? Bitch, fuck up, get lost. You're a stupid cunt. Because she was offended of a joke. If you don't like it, don't fucking listen to the comedian, because he's got to fucking do shit like that in the past. It's their job to do shit like that. 90% of jokes are designed to be offensive.
I just know that I miss Comedy Central times. That's to me when shit was funny, but it wasn't so funny it hurt feelings, in my opinion.
But yeah, but that's what jokes usually are. They're meant to be offensive.
Like, for example, that whole, South Park Blame Canada shit. That shit was funny. I could see Canadians even laughing at it.
Fuck. That was shit! The whole thing of Kyle's mom as a big fat bitch. That's fucking hilarious, even to this fucking day, because it is relatable. Everyone knows a Kyle's mom.
Even though I don't like the word bitch, I remember I used to get on the phone with my friends when I was younger, and we would literally sing Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch. We would sing about it. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, the thing is, when I say it, it's usually because I'm like pissed off, or I'm referring to a literal bitch.
We would just hear things on TV, and we would just fucking repeat it. We would just fucking repeat it because it was so fucking funny. We didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. We just thought it was really fucking funny.
But yeah, if you're unaware, a literal bitch is a female dog.
I know, and that's why I don't really like the word bitch, because I don't know why.
The thing is, it's just like with a lot of other words. People have taken them and changed their meaning.
I guess what makes me mad about bitch is that I wish men would stop calling women bitches. I wish they would I wish they would call women, treat them like other human beings. When you call me a bitch, I don't feel like you're treating me like a fucking human being. I think you're treating me like a fucking
okay,
human
look,
rat.
I will admit, people do use that a lot of the time. I will admit that. But not every man does that.
They don't, and I always tell guys first thing when they have a conversation with me, I'm like, please don't use that word much. Like, please, unless I'm really okay with it. Because yes, there are times where I have called women bitches, because there are some women in politics who are, I'm sorry, truly bitches.
Yes, and some people just are exactly the same. They just deserve it.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm saying. The people who deserve it. Now, the people who are innocent, I don't like calling them bitches. They didn't do anything. Yeah, like, I know what you mean, though. People should stop being, you know, so sensitive, and I do agree with that, but I also wish that people could come together and stop treating each other like they're not even human. I feel like people are going back to that time where they're treating other people like they're subhuman again, and I don't like it. Like, how would you feel if, like, some other, nationality or something came to Australia and they just started mouthing off and saying that, oh, Australians are subhuman, they should be our slaves, blah, 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 like, they're not fucking shit. I would assume it would bug you. Like, I really would.
If that happened, I'm sorry to say, but if that happened, they would be having their asses kicked so hard that they wouldn't know which way was summer.
Yeah, that's what should fucking happen.
No, I'm being legitimately serious. Australians don't take shit like that.
No, I don't believe they do. I like to think that is it kind of weird that Australians kind of remind me almost of like Scottish or Irish people, where it's like, if you start shit, we're gonna hand your ass to you.
The thing is, that is exactly Australia. It's like, you talk shit, we'll shit you back. Twice as hard.
Yeah, and that's one reason I love Australia. They aren't gonna take shit, and also they have every animal in the fucking kingdom that can kill you.
And then some.
Man, I've seen kangaroos. I've heard of giant spiders on the side of houses. I would have literally just been all like, you know what?
The only thing I hate, there's only one thing I hate about being Australian. It's that no one wants to visit Australia because of all the fucking dangerous things. But if people just stop and be like, oh, I wonder, should I poke this highly venomous snake?
Oh, no.
No, because if you do, it's going to get pissed off. Don't poke a highly dangerous snake. The highly dangerous snake will not hurt you. Don't do stupid things, and stupid shit won't happen to you, like being killed.
The only time you should handle highly dangerous animals is if you're somebody who's trained to do such a thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the same with any wild animal.
Yeah.
Don't aggravate it, and you'll be fine. But everyone's like, no, I won't go to Australia because I'll just wake up with a giant spider eating my asshole.
No, I'm not shitting you, though. I've seen pictures online in Australia of giant spiders on the outside of houses just chilling, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck it, the spider owns the house now, I'm moving away.
How big of a spider?
I would say, like, camel-type spiders. They're much bigger than other spiders.
So, what about the size of your hand?
I'm trying to think of how to describe a camel spider. I just know that I've heard the word camel spider, and they're kind of big looking, like bigger than your average spider.
We do have big spiders, but they're not massive, like a lot of people seem to portray them as. A lot of spiders about Australia are heavily emphasized to be over big, to give it that fear factor as well.
Dude, I'm looking here and I already want to fucking close the fucking page right now. This is scaring me. I don't know, but I just feel like they're bigger than the fucking shit that I see here in the US, and that's enough for me to be afraid.
The thing is, those big, if it's the spiders I'm thinking of, they're actually passive. They're not deadly at all. They're just big spiders. I'm thinking what you're probably seeing is probably most likely a huntsman.
Which get to about the size of your hand or so. They're fairly big spiders.
They're fairly big, but they're they're more or less one of the most gentle of spiders in the spider kingdom.
No, I do believe that.
Sorry, there, Gold.
So one good thing that I have figured out about spiders after kind of watching a bunch of spider videos when I was with Mike, which is kind of funny because he kind of had arachnophobia, so I was surprised he could sit there and do that. But we used to watch spider videos to kind of like sort of learn about like spiders and I guess maybe how like bugs weren't really as bad as we thought them out to be. And we would always see that spiders, they don't really mean any harm. They don't really even want to be around you. You just kind of get unlucky and find them.
Yep, that is more or less what it is. That's just the same with a lot of other animals. There are some animals that are more curious. Like, ooh, what's this? Is it potential food? Is it a predator? And these are like more or less the wild ones that don't usually get around to being too interactive with humans.
And if a spider finds their way into a house, they're not really there for you. I feel to me, they're more there for food. They could be there for water. Maybe there's like fucking flies or something. Because one thing I do like about spiders is they do fucking handle flies.
Yeah, well, with the huntsmen here in Australia, they're Gold. They like to chase after and kill other spiders. So if you got a huntsman in your house, that means that you got a smaller chance of having like
the deadliest spiders, like a redback.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we haven't had stuff like that at my house, just very small spiders, and thankfully I've never seen a black widow in reality, but I have heard stories. I've actually had a friend who was bit by a black widow, but thankfully he went to the hospital and they were able to get the anti-venom from the black widow, because they say if you're bit by a black widow, if you could possibly manage it, try to get it into a jar, because if you take a black widow to the hospital after you get bit, they can get the anti-venom faster from the source itself. Instead of, I guess, making you wait for anti-venom.
Well,
don't know about that because I'm not one to make a habit of being eaten by spiders.
I just know that he found the spider underneath like a porta potty because my friend kind of works with porta potties and shit like that as his job, and he just happened to find one. Well, I find it funny and smart at the same time because I thought the Black Widow was smart. I feel like it seemed to think of the least likely place that a person would think of going, because most of the time when people think of porta potties, it's like, I don't want to go there. That's dirty. I don't want to use an outside bathroom. I want to use my bathroom.
Sorry to say this, but you'd absolutely hate Australia and go into a thunderbolt.
Yeah, the outhouses sort of thing.
The thunderboxes, 9 times out of 10, will be home to a family of spiders. Multiple families.
Yeah, and usually redbacks.
Yeah, so I told my friend if he ever handles porta potties again, he need look around first, just in case.
Usually what happens is they usually get like a crane or something to lift up the porta potty instead of manhandling it.
Yeah, that sounds right. I forget exactly what he was doing there, but I just know that he has a job with those or some shit.
So if he was manhandling it, that means the crane either failed or the company he was working with didn't want to spend the money to use the crane because of that particular reason.
I forget.
The crane won because if you're manhandling the porta potty, who knows what kind of germs are on it? 2, all the insects, and 3, because those shits aren't fucking light.
I don't know. I just know when he told me that. I just know he more or less told me he was bit by a black widow in a porta potty. I got really worried about him because I said, you need to go to the hospital right now because when a black widow bites you, it could possibly be deadly, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be deadly.
But yeah, thankfully he went to the hospital, got the anti-venom, and thankfully he's fine now. And that is why I never want to find a black widow ever. And then I heard about one from Mike. Apparently a black widow was hiding in his father's mailbox. So they were like, we're gonna wait for the black widow to leave, and then we'll get the mail. But yeah, just hearing about the places that spiders hide at, it really sounds like they don't want to be around humans. They're gonna hide somewhere where they would think humans would least likely look or whatever. Except, unfortunately, they're hiding in places we would look. I feel like spiders are that freaking, like, insect that are like, surely no one will find me here, right? Right? Fuck. Yeah, I think my big pet peeve, though, with insects and spiders is that I do not want them crawling on me. It's one reason I kill spiders in my house, because I'm like, I don't want to kill you, but I cannot trust you to not try to crawl on me while I'm sleeping, so, I'm sorry, you have to die. I wish I liked insects as much as other animals, but insects, they just creep me out way more. I think the only ones I've ever been able to tolerate were, like, butterflies and ladybugs.
And you would absolutely hate the game called Grounded.
Why?
It's basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and everything is a bug.
Yeah.
Well, technically, wasn't kind of it like that back in dinosaur times? I heard that there used to be giant millipedes, like, giant millipedes.
Well, you know your lady beetle that you like? It's big enough to be used as a horse in that game.
That's actually kind of cool, because I do think the beetles are kind of neat, because they definitely are strong. I've actually watched them, like, go against other insects, and they just pick them up and fucking toss them. I'm like, holy shit, beetles are cool.
I'd like to point out another aspect.
Hmm.
The spiders are bigger than you.
Right. At this point,
Remember,
I'm kinda used to
you've
spiders
been
and-
shrunk. And just a normal-sized ant is about the size of a medium-sized dog, and if you get the soldier ant, they're about as big as a Great Dane.
You guys ever seen an ant's face close-up? They actually call it only a face a mother could love, because apparently an ant's face close-up is really creepy looking.
Oh, they got some very interesting ants in the game, design-wise, and I think they were trying for as realistic as possible.
Like, they're actually on, there's actually pictures on Google of zoomed-in, pictures of faces of ants, and it's like, geez, I didn't know that they were that ugly, holy shit. So yeah, apparently they have only a face a mother could actually love. Or maybe not. I swear, when I die, I'm gonna ask God, why'd you have to make insects? Like, they're so creepy. Then again, you look in the sea and you're like, oh, well, that's also kind of creepy. There was like this fish that somebody was showing on Twitter the other day, and it looked almost similar to fucking Alien. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
The xenomorph there, yeah.
I was like, oh no, they're real. Oh no, I'm off this planet. These things are fucking real.
Huh. Well, isn't that neat?
Like, it looked like some type of fish that was like black, like a xenomorph, and then it had like just that thingy, toothy thing about it. It's really fucking creepy. I was like, nope, 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 nope. think I found it. I think it's... what's it called? I think it's called the viper fish. Yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. Like, if I fucking saw this thing, I'd be like, nope, I don't care if it's a fish or not. That isn't a xenomorph. I'm out of here.
Ah, so you mean Charlie. Check.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just meant the fish.
Yeah, like, apparently this is a real fish, and I'm like, that's it. Aliens are coming to Earth and putting these things in our waters. I give up.
The funny thing is, a lot of those fish are also in the deep water.
Yeah, it's true. I think they even said if the Megalodon were still real, it would be in deeper water or something like that, I think.
Seriously, wouldn't surprise me.
Even giant squids hang out in the abyssal waters rather than like sort of like the top waters, and that's why you don't really see them because they're further below.
Yeah, does not surprise me one bit.
Makes me feel good though to know that you would have to go very low to go find a giant squid though.
What? You didn't
That's
want to go ahead and see a kraken and go, "Hello, my darling."
I thought a
Hello,
kraken was
my
more
darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime girl.
I thought the kraken was more or less a giant squid though. Like I thought they were the same thing.
They are. I'm just saying that you don't want to go say hi to one like Jack Sparrow did, huh?
No, not really. I mean, I think that they're kind of cool creatures that we've actually confirmed they're real, because for the longest time I think we just thought that they were myths or something, but yeah. And then there's some people out there who still believe the Megalodon's real, but I'm like, if those things, I feel like they would have shown their faces by now. Now, are there Megalodon teeth still left over? Yes, but not Megalodons themselves. Or at least that's what I think. And I'm sorry, if the Megalodon still existed, I would tell people you are not swimming at the beach no more. You are not swimming at the fucking beach. You can swim in a pool, you're not swimming at the fucking beach.
I need oxygen.
Like, have you ever seen a great white shark's jaw compared to a Megalodon? Like, it's like no contest.
Gold, I hate to point to you, but Australia is home to great whites.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
My
our
bad.
main shark is the great white.
Like, in museums, they actually have, jaws of Megalodons from the past, and they compare them with, like, great white sharks, and it's no contest. They are huge.
Since
Yes,
most of the deaths that you have here in Australia from sharks are done by great white.
Yep. And the thing is, a lot of people say we should kill for sharks. No. The only reason sharks kill people is because they mistake them for seals.
So, this is what I know about sharks. I feel like people always have this freaking scary thing about them where they're like, oh, sharks are scary, like, they're evil, they want to come after me. And then after I watched some stuff on sharks and read about them, I found out that sharks aren't evil, they're not trying to hurt people. Sharks just, they don't have very good vision. Now, can they smell blood from like a mile away? Hell fucking yeah, but they don't have very good vision and shit. They mistake things.
Yeah, that's because they mostly rely on smell and sound.
Yeah, like their smell and sound are great, but their vision is not perfect. The shark meant to eat me. No, it didn't. Shut up. Like, please stop making sharks out to be evil, dude. And can sharks be brutal? Yeah, it's kind of actually a hard life for sharks growing up, because it's kind of, when it comes to sharks, it's kind of like one of those,
Sorry.
it's kind of hard for sharks growing up because it almost feels like they have to like fight every day or something. Like I've heard sharks like they've eaten each other, they've bit each other, they've fought each other.
Oh, it's the whole
So it's kinda
apex
hard growing up
predator
with one.
boiled scenario.
Yeah, so I tend to tell people that when it comes to like sharks being birthed and all that, it's like you either survive or you kind of don't as a shark.
There we go.
Basically, as I said, it's a hard knock life for sharks.
That takes care of my power.
Guys, so what you running on?
At the moment, biofuel. Since I'm only on tier 1 stuff, man. It's gonna be a little while before I get my hands on the good shit.
And if you're somebody who's professional enough, you can actually pet a shark, but only if you know what you're doing. I've actually seen people like at the bottom of the sea where they're able to calm the shark.
Honestly, it also depends on the shark.
That's why I said professional. Like I don't think you can just be a random person and do that. It takes like somebody who knows how to deal with them.
No, it also depends on the shark.
I believe there was somebody who was petting like tiger sharks, but I think they knew how to deal with them. Like they said, this is
But
how
that's
they
because
act. Blah, blah, blah.
tiger sharks aren't as aggressive as other breeds of shark.
Right. So I guess they weren't dealing with great whites then. I'm not sure when it comes to great whites. I just know that I've heard you can pet a shark, but you have to be like
Yes,
you have to be like a
you can
professional.
pet
and know
a
what you're
shark.
doing.
If you're a professional, you can learn how to deal with sharks. But there are certain species of shark that are more passive. You could just be a regular diver and swim up to a whale shark and still pat it.
To me, whale sharks are kind of really cool because I once saw a really cool picture of like a diver. Like the diver was so small compared next to the whale shark, and the whale shark was just chilling there, not doing anything. It's just like la la la, we're both existing. This is adorable.
Okay. Okay, I can't
Yeah,
see.
I like whale sharks. I think they're cool.
Got a nice
Also-
constant Sorry,
Also,
just
are whale
mumbling
sharks
to myself.
really? Are whale sharks actually sharks, or are they part whale? Like, why do they call them?
No,
whale
they
sharks?
are whale sharks. They are actually sharks.
It's
So the
because
whale
of the
part, not
size.
even.
They're called whale sharks because of the size.
Okay, because yeah, they've always seemed so. I feel like they've always seemed so docile. It always made me think that they were like whales, because to me, I've heard that whales are kind of harmless, sort of.
That depends on the
Well,
whale.
Well, they can kind of fuck boats up when they're breaching, but I don't really blame that on the whale. I blame it more of the whale doesn't fucking know what it's breaching on.
It all depends
But
on the
I've
whale
never-
and the age of the whale, because you get some that think boats make excellent fucking toys, as well as people make excellent frisbees. Yeet!
I've just never heard stories of like actual whales going after people. No, wait. Well, I think the only whales I could ever think of are maybe killer whales, but I don't know about any other whales that are really cruel to people. In fact, whales have actually saved people before.
Like I said, it all depends on the age and the like. Considering, after all, an adolescent whale, as well as a baby whale, will still treat you. Well, think of a person basically as an overstuffed fucking throw toy.
I just tell people not to fuck with killer whales. I'm like, killer whales know what they're doing. Don't fuck with them. Seriously, just don't fuck with them.
Then of course you got the parents. If you're anywhere near a youngster, they usually get aggressive like any animal would, even in their young.
Oh hell yeah, I believe their young swim next to them, so like, that's one cool thing about killer whales that make them really freaking scary. They hunt in packs. And like the fucking shark will sit there and see the fucking killer whales coming in a pack, and they're like, "Oh hell no, I'm out of here." Because killer whales, they can fuck sharks up too.
Well, you definitely won't enjoy part of this game with the arachnids. Since if you go
I swear to God,
Sorry?
I swear to God, I still think the killer whales are fucking evolving or something. Like, I've seen them do such weird things. I'm like, they're fucking evolving, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
Since one interesting thing with this game here, Gold, is if you go into any of the cave systems, you wind up finding alien spiders. They're vicious little fuckers that hunt you in packs. It ain't one, it's about 20 at a time.
Yeah, I've always told people, animals are much scarier when they're hunting in fucking packs. I mean, hell, to me, that's one reason why the velociraptor was scary. I heard that they kind of hunt it in packs.
Well, it would be fine if they were just a normal-sized spider in this game. However, these alien spiders are the size of a British bulldog.
Which one are we talking about?
Sanctuary? Satisfactory here, sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they are big there.
Yeah, since they're about the size of a damn British bulldog.
I've kind of gotten used to spiders in games because one of the first games that would creep me out with spiders was World of Warcraft. Like, I saw spiders all the time on
The
there.
Nerubians are not terrifying.
I don't think she was referring to the Nerubians. I think she was referring to the general ones that you just would find out in the wild, man. That
More
the
or
hunters
less,
would
yeah.
tame as pets.
Like, one time I remember I had my headset on, like at nighttime or something, and I heard this weird thing scratching behind me. I
Milestone
turned
reached.
around, I fucking see a
Several
spider,
new
I start fucking
structures are
running.
now
I'm like, oh, hell
available
no.
for improving
I'm like,
factory
this is some
organization.
fucking nightmare fuel.
Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to
fucking throw my
manage
headset
placement
off, I'm
of
like,
any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to
They're
planetfall,
like, what's that sound?
be
Scritch, scritch,
reassured
scritch,
that
what's that
memories
sound?
of
Oh my
beloved
God.
humans and or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
But nah, I actually don't really find the Nerubians all that scary. I guess for me, certain spiders scare me, then certain other ones don't scare me as much because maybe they don't look as scary as the other ones do. I think it just depends for me.
To be fair, I'm actually excited for the anthropomorphic Nubians that are in Warcraft.
The new ones.
Apparently, rumor has it that they will be a new playable race.
Oh, are you talking about like making a race for spider people to play as? I think I've seen that.
There are a race of bipedal Nubians.
And that's why the Nerubians don't scare me, because I feel like they're kind of part spider, sort of part whatever else.
Okay, so the normal Nubians are spiders. They are literally spiders. But this is a special species. You have to ask Raisin about it. But I'm like, that looks cool. I'd love that as a playable race. Give me that.
Like here, I'm gonna send a picture. Is this what you're talking about? Because I've heard of concepts that they might have for like a future spider race to play as.
Yeah, that's the character I saw. That would be so fucking cool to play as.
I actually agree. I thought the same thing. I said, yeah, give us fucking that. Instead of fucking pandas.
I'm like, sweet, give me that. I want to play as that. That is probably the one thing that would bring me back into WoW, being able to play as that.
The only thing I'm worried about is I'm afraid people are going to complain and say, how are they going to wear stuff on their feet? Their feet are so skinny.
The same way they did with the Draenei.
No, really, you'd be surprised how the type of complaints people make for making a playable race sometimes.
Oh, look at the Draenei.
Yeah, a lot
They
of
got
people,
who's?
a
So
lot
the
of people.
Taurens.
We still want our Murlocs.
Like, there's still a debate. I don't know if this has like been canceled or not, but there's like still a debate on making a Naga race. But people were complaining and saying, "Oh, but how are they going to wear pants? They've only got tails." I'm like, they're not going to wear pants. They have tails. Stupid. Just fucking deal with it. And then they were like, "No, they need to wear pants. They need to have legs." I'm like, oh my god, whatever.
The thing is, they've already said fuck clothing. The Draxia basically don't wear clothing in the first place.
I just know the concept they came up with was to have a race of Naga where it would be kind of like a human-looking type form with the Naga feature still, and then you would have the separate Naga who was actually a Naga. So you would have two forms, one where it's like a regular form, and the other one is the actual Naga
Well,
form.
I think what they did with that concept was the Draxia.
But as far as I know, that might have been canceled because it's never come to fruition yet. I've seen concepts of it, but I don't think they've
I'm
ever
still
come through with
upset
it.
with how they did the Draxia.
I'm more upset with the Earth than if anything. I'm like, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them.
Milestone reached.
So what
Conveyor
I'm
belts can
upset
now
about the
merge,
Draxia
split,
is
and
that
lift to save space and enhance the
can't
productivity
say, like,
of your factory.
oh, I want to be a
Fixit
Draxia
encourages
that
you to
has a
consider
foreign
investing in
body. No, it's gotta
verticality when
be
it
this
comes to factory
human body.
logistics.
Oh,
If
I
you
want to
feel
be a
stressed by this
Draenei
complexity,
Draxia, or a
imagine
gnome
yourself on the
Draxia.
shore
Nope,
of a vast
human.
and calm ocean.
Or this
Breathe
weird,
in,
stupid,
visualize
ugly
all the
elf
people
looking
relying on you. The
thing.
sea is made of billions of faces, each
I still
staring
wouldn't
at you
mind them
with
making
hope
like a
and
furry
tears in
goat
their
race at
eyes.
some point, because in
Breathe out.
Shadowlands they
Feel
kind of had
refreshed and
this
focused on your
whole kind of like
duties.
furry goat looking race from oh, I can't remember where it was, the place in Shadowlands. I can't remember. Either way, I wish I could play as that, but they never made it yet.
And I know the one you're talking about from the Fae.
Yeah, I
The
fucking
Fae
love
Boy.
that one. I was like, oh, I can be furry now instead of just this ugly skin thing. Like, give me that.
Gonna be a Tauren.
I think you can
That's
already-
basically what a lot of people would say. You want to be furry, then be a Tauren.
Oh, for me, Tauren are too bulky. I'm like, I don't want to be a cow. I want to be.
Then be a panda.
But I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but that's what a lot of people say.
Right.
Then be a Pandorian. If,
Or be a panda, yeah.
Then of course you got
Be a
that dog
panda.
thing.
Well, right now I'm just a Draenei, and I'm also a demon hunter, because when they came out with Demon Hunter, I got really hyped up, because I was actually one of the people, for the longest time, who were asking for, give me a demon race, give me a demon race, there's fucking demons in WoW, give me a demon race. Finally, yes! Because I would always see such
Well,
a
you do. Technically, if you want to be technical, the Draenei technically are demons. They're just not corrupt.
I've just been told they're space goats.
They are a demon. They are just not corrupted. Why do you think a lot of the demons look like Draenei?
I guess I never thought about that. I just thought that they were corrupted Draenei. I thought that there was corrupted and
That's what they are.
one.
They are corrupted Draenei that have been corrupted with pure demonic energy. They are still demons, but they're not corrupted with evil. They've got the light. They haven't been corrupted by the corruption of evil.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I wanted to be a demon with wings and like have a demon form and shit. And I got really happy when they came out with Demon Hunters, because you had your regular form, and then they have this thing that you can press where you kind of turn into a bigger, sort of like more demony looking thing for like a certain amount of time.
I believe. Hey, you were around for the Demon Hunters, weren't you, Artie?
I love Legion.
No, not really.
Okay.
I was basically out for that.
And I love that the wings that they gave you allow you to glide down to things instead of just fucking falling off a cliff.
Since I was around pre-Legion.
Oh, okay.
I just know that they were kind of in the image of Illidan, which I was fine with because I love Illidan. Yeah, so now that I got sort of like my demony race, now I don't have to worry about that one anymore. And we don't have to worry about the corrupted Drawn anymore because now they allow us for us to turn our Drawn red if we want to. It's just more of a feature, but still close enough.
Yeah, it's the same thing as what happened with the Night Elves and the Blood Elves, with the whole Dark Ranger aesthetic.
But seriously, I'm sitting here, I'm like, can we just fucking walk back the Earthen? They are so stupid. I don't want them.
Ah, crap, I need 3 more.
I wanted it to be a proper Dark Ranger, and the Dark Ranger cosmetic we got is disgusting. It's terrible.
I was like, seriously, Earthen? You could have just given us the Nerubian. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, so I take it you don't like having the Sylvanas armor?
No. This is an actual skin color you can pick for your Night Elf or Blood Elf, and it's disgusting looking.
Don't know much about that one. I haven't really been playing WoW lately, so...
And this was released back in Legion.
Oh, maybe I just forget.
Oh no, mate, no, I lie. It was, Shadowlands. There was you talk to Gen Greymane or the Orc one, or Sword one, whoever it is, and they tell you to basically go spy on someone. By spying on them, you get given the reward of the Dark Ranger cosmetic skin.
Yep, so I'm for Naga to be added. So I know I kept hearing about the Naga being preferred in WoW as well, but I don't think that ever...
Look, Activision will never listen to the wants of the people.
Petition for Murlocs, which frankly I fucking hate Murlocs, so I find them very annoying. That is only the only reason I hate Murlocs, because they freaking follow me and go, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
You love the Murlocs!
I think that certain ones can look interesting, but what I hate is just they follow me around and they freaking do that weird voice at me. That's what I hate the most about them.
That's because they can't talk. That's their language. It's like saying, "Oh, I don't like Asians because of their language."
Seriously though, if people went around just saying that to me, I'd be like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm gonna go fucking cry. I don't understand you.
Look, there's people who will go around talking in fucking Klingon. Just day-to-day Klingon.
What is Klingon?
Star Trek.
The language of the Klingons.
Oh.
They will literally go around talking in Klingon. It's like, fuck, no one can fucking understand you. Then they should learn Klingon.
My only pet peeve when it doesn't come to understanding people is that if I can't even make out the least bit of what you're saying, it'll drive me insane. But like, if you can somewhat say something I can make out, then I'm kind of fine with it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm like, I need you to speak enough words that I can understand in my weird English language shit.
Do you speak English?
Like, I'm not even asking them to speak full English. I just need to make out a couple words.
The thing is that I understand where you're coming from. Like, if they're coming to an English-speaking country, they should at least learn English, or at least some. But
I was not getting a word in edgewise there. Sorry, everyone. But I do hope you all enjoyed. I will call this episode here quits. After my first look at 1.0's full release here, Satisfactory. I'll admit, they definitely made it look a lot better than what it was during the early access, which is understandable. The environmental overhauls have been quite lovely and nice. And as such, I will let this stuff build up for a little while here, because as you see, It can take a while before you get yourself too much in the form of your resources to do anything in general. Hell, I'm probably gonna have to wait like 3 hours to get enough concrete to actually start base building properly in the form of boundaries, not like, well, the foundations and everything. But take care, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Bye bye.
Are ignorant of other countries' existences. It's just like English is primary. Would you believe